And twin flames. Well, let's start with twin flames. One soul, two different bodies, very intense connection. Ultimately, meeting twin flame is about soul awakening and spiritual ascension. It's not about the other person. And with that in mind, this reading is to see what is most important for you, Virgo, to focus on at this time and work on your soul journey as an individual who also happens to be on a twin flame journey. My belief is that just Virgo who, or any sign really, a person who is on a soul journey but not on twin flame journey, the messages for that person are going to be different than for a person who is on soul journey and on twin flame journey as well. And because it's not about the other person, I am doing this type of reading to see, as I said, what's most important for you to focus on your soul journey. I am on a twin flame journey myself, so I know very well what it's about, meaning just from the experience how intense it can be. And so hi, my name is ReGina. Welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel, the channel where I will be doing different readings. I will be doing these twin flame soul journey readings, messages using oracle cards today, but you know, using different oracle cards and also tarot cards, and also doing different other types of readings. This is a very first video you are watching. Whenever you're watching this, this is a very first video I am doing for each sign, and this one is for you, Virgo. I just figure I gotta start somewhere, and this is my starting point, so we'll see how this goes. Don't judge me too harshly for the reading or quality of video or something like that. Just because it's a first one. And yeah, so if you vibe with my vibe, subscribe to my channel for future videos. And now let's get into the reading. I'm gonna pull three cards, three oracle cards, and we'll see what the messages for you, Virgo, are. I do use the cards that fall out as part of the reading, as part of the message. I know some readers do it, some not. Some read cards that are upside down. I think that's the right wording, not sure. And some don't. So, oops. Yeah, I use cards that fall out. Okay, so here we have three cards. Everything is okay. Sun, and ask for what you want. So these are the cards, oracle cards. Let's see which one we want to start with. Let me start with card Sun. Now this card, the message of this card could be directly exactly meant like it says your sun. There's something significant, something meaningful in your relationship with your son, or maybe you're going through some challenging time with your son. There's some lessons to learn, or maybe to look at yourself, which can be the other meaning, to maybe something you're going through right now, or you know, on this soul journey spiritually, mentally, but also maybe on the physical level. Maybe you are in some situation where you need to look at yourself as son to your parents. Maybe it's about like a relationship you had, maybe something that happened in your childhood, maybe how your relationship is with your parents now, or if you don't have a parents, I mean, if you lived with someone else, like whoever adults were is what I mean. Because, you know, I want to say, like, I know that not everyone has parents that they live with or grew up with. So whatever the adults were in your life, maybe there was some kind of who you were as son to them. Maybe there's something to look into there, like what happened and maybe how that affected you. Or yeah, like how do you maybe feel or felt like son, and your role, and you know, just giving you different ideas what the meaning could be of this card. But the main message is that there is something meaningful for your soul journey to look at and look deeper into when it comes to sun, either yours or you as son. Now, the next two cards are Everything is Okay and Ask for What You Want. So card Everything Okay comes usually if there is, shows up, if there is something that you've been worrying about in any situation of life. Like, you know, maybe there's some challenging situation right now happening. Maybe there is something about the future. Maybe you have gotten some kind of offer to work, like new work or a new move somewhere, or you're worried about some loved one in your life. The message is that it's gonna work out well, that don't worry, everything will be okay. And I understand that, you know, it's easier said than done often, just, you know, don't worry. But, you know, try to not worry as much as you possibly can. Do some breathing exercise or something. Sometimes when we worry too much, we start to do a shallow breathing, and then even just taking few moments. And I always say that if you can't find few moments to go somewhere, just be by yourself. Usually bathrooms is a good place, especially being surrounded by people. Just going to a bathroom, like, you don't need much time. You can just take a few deep breaths, and, you know, if you are doing shallow breathing, the difference, how you can tell is really like if you put your hands on your stomach, and when you breathe in, it needs to kind of like blow up. I mean, blow up, that's not the right wording, but I'm missing, like, I have a brain freeze. What's the right wording? I mean, your stomach will expand. Like, to do deep breathing. Deep breathing is when you breathe in, the stomach expands like a balloon, and when you breathe out, it goes down. So as if like the air goes out. So if you do shallow breathing, then your stomach usually doesn't expand like a balloon. So that's the difference. That's how you can tell when you're breathing shallow or deep. So even just like taking a few moments, if you get too stressed about something, just take a deep breath in, the belly breath, and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just 2-3 breaths like that can kind of reset the system and bring in more calmness. And for some reason I felt like sharing this, because this is I feel like one of you can, well, at least one of you can use this in these moments of being super worried. And now the last card is Ask for What You Want. And I love this card because first look at how it looks, and it matches the background. But also this is sometimes, like, sometimes just us becoming super clear what is it that we want sets things in motion. If we are wishy-washy, if we don't really know, like we kind of like, in a way, we go with the flow, and it's good to go with the flow, but you know what happens when we go only with the flow and we are not clear about what we want, we just kind of go with the flow without intention, then we can get all kinds of things. But if we are intentional and we become clear, even just for ourselves, we don't even need to tell somebody what our intentions are, like what is the clarity that we have gained about certain situation or aspect of our life. But just becoming clear is like the first step for guiding that energy in the direction where we want it to go. And well, asking for what you want, ask the universe, whoever you believe in the spirit realm, or you know, if you don't have any spirit team, guides, God, whoever it may be, then just putting the wish out into the universe. And be helpful, just thinking of it in your mind. You can write it down. And so yeah, if you've been wondering why you're not receiving what you want, then it might be that because you haven't asked for it clearly, not made a clear kind of request. It's kind of like going to a restaurant. If we just said like, oh, I want pasta with something, I mean, they may deliver some kind of pasta that you don't like. When they deliver, you may think, oh, but I wanted pasta with tomato sauce or not Alfredo sauce, but you only asked for pasta. And we usually kind of become very clear what we want when we go to the restaurant. So is my point when ordering something, and you know, anywhere else where we order something. So the same way in the universe, like when you the more clear you are, the more clear and how you want and what you want, the universe can deliver. And so that's the message. That's the message for you. That's all I've got, and thank you for watching. And like I said, if you vibe with my vibe, then subscribe to my channel for future videos. Click bell for notifications, and I will write and comment in comment section if you have any comments. And I will see you hopefully in some future videos.